Groomsmen, Last Dance, a heartwarming journey through love and family. In the final installment of the Hallmark Plus Groomsmen series, Tyler Hynes stars as Jackson, a devoted father who moves to Italy to be with his daughter Betty. While he's there, he struggles to resist the charms of local woman Gabriella, hoping to focus on parenting. But when Betty reveals how Jackson's obsession with work is undermining her happiness and his own, he finally opens up to love. If you loved the first two films, you'll feel the weight of this being the last one. Opening shot. We return to the wedding that launched this entire story, the one for Danny's sister Hannah. Here, Pete, BJ Britt, meets Chelsea, Heather Hemmons, the plot of the first movie. https:/deadsider.com/2024/first-look Hallmark movie review, and where Danny, Jonathan Bennett, learns his friend Zach, Alexander Lincoln, is dating another guy. Nolan, the plot of the second. https:/decider.com/movie-the groomsmen-second chances, and it's here that Jackson learns his daughter Betty is about to move to Italy. In the third and final film, we finally uncover Jackson's backstory. He's an influencer agent and a doting dad to Betty. But his past starts to reveal itself. After Danny's wedding in Greece, Betty and her mom Trisha move to Italy. Jackson's heart breaks, but he has a solid co-parenting relationship with Trish. When Trisha tells him she needs to leave Italy for a month, Jackson, disillusioned with his job, sees it as a chance to change things. He decides to spend the month with his daughter on the Italian coast. As Jackson arrives in Betty's town, he nearly collides with a pedestrian, a charming Italian named Gabriella, who immediately criticizes him for being a distracted tourist. Their initial clash turns into a slow-burn romance. Gabriella is Betty and Trisha's landlord and runs a restaurant with her mother. She's inescapable, and Jackson helps her with her website, a welcome distraction from Betty's growing proximity. Jackson's romantic feelings grow, but he tries to suppress them. However, Betty confronts him, revealing he's overprotective. She feels like a child with only two friends because he's always hovering. He explains his protective nature, and she admits he's too controlling. This sparks a heartfelt moment where Jackson realizes he needs to open up. When Jackson takes Gabriella on a vineyard visit, their car breaks down and they end up staying overnight with her gruff dad. The two bond as protective fathers to daughters whose marriages didn't work out. Jackson convinces her father to sign a contract, realizing he needs to let go of his rigidity. The mystery bride. The narrator who's been guiding the three films reveals that the bride is Betty and the groom is Milo, Danny's nephew. Betty ran away from her own wedding because she and Milo don't share the epic love story the groomsmen had. No meet-cute or global romance, just a heartfelt connection. Milo shows Betty an arcade game from their childhood, with MLB initials standing for Milo Loves Betty. What reminds you of? This series is like 4 Weddings and a Funeral. https:/decider.com/movie/4 Weddings and a Funeral. But without the funerary. It's a slice of Hallmark-style romance across multiple movies, with this film echoing Hallmark's earlier hit, 2 Scoops of Italy. https://decider.com/movie/2 Scoops of Italy, where an American finds love with a gelato maker. Our take? I was charmed by this journey. Jackson's love story was heartfelt, and seeing Tyler Hynes and Chloe Raphael's dynamic as Jackson and Betty added emotional depth. While I wished for a bigger wedding between the two, the film's charm lies in its realistic portrayal of family dynamics. The ending felt satisfying, tying up all loose ends. Parting shot, as Betty and Milo's wedding unfolds, the familiar Shake Your Groove Thing song plays. Betty requests the song for Jackson, Pete, and Danny to dance to it, a nod to their childhood friendship. They choreograph a lively dance together. Performance worth watching. Chloe Raphael as young Betty shines with warmth and charm. She balances exasperated teen with authenticity without falling into stereotypes. Memorable dialogue. Remember all those times you walked me to school in Italy? Betty asks Jackson, who hesitantly leads her down the aisle at her own wedding. Our call. The Groomsmen Last Dance completes the trilogy and is a rewarding watch. Give it a try and binge the whole series. Stream it. Controversial take? Some may argue that the film's conclusion feels rushed, with the romance between Jackson and Gabriella feeling too convenient. Others might find the character arcs underdeveloped, especially Betty's transformation from runaway bride to confident wife. However, the film's emotional core and heartfelt moments make it a standout in the Hallmark series.